Shut up and sit down.
I am Ellie and welcome to Nerd Safari. Today I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about the movie Jennifer's Body. And when it came out in movies, it wasn't considered in any way a success or even a good enough movie, but it has since gained a loyal following as a very insightful horror movie.
This isn't really your house, is it?
We can play Mommy and Daddy.
No way.
Now, back in 2009, it was genuinely considered that the default lens for a teen horror movie of this type was a straight male audience. So movies like Jennifer's Body were made for a straight male audience.
You always share your bed when we have slumber parties.
And if they failed to appeal to that audience, they were considered a failure, which was exactly what happened to this movie. Didn't appeal to the audience, clearly a failure. But that wasn't actually who it was actually written for. Now, writer Diablo Cody had just come off winning an Oscar for writing Juno, another female-centered movie. But generally, she was dismissed as a one-hit wonder. And Megan Fox, back in 2009, was an A-list actress, primarily known, of course, for the Transformers movies. Interestingly enough, that was a role that Amanda Seyfried, her co-star in this movie, also auditioned for. Now, Megan Fox had just been fired from the Transformers franchise under a cloud, and if you look into it, it was in pretty gross circumstances. There was a lot of conflict with Michael Bay. Generally, by accounts, it was very unpleasant for all concerned, but Megan Fox really didn't come out of it well, and it certainly harmed her career. This movie is also hurt by the all-male marketing department.
You're killing people. No, I'm killing boys.
Who possibly understandably completely misunderstood this movie. In an interview in the New York Times in February 2016, the director Karen Kusama, who's directed a lot of other fantastic movies, said that one of their marketing ideas was for Megan Fox to do live chats with porn sites, which gives you an idea of how narrow their view of this the appeal of this movie would be.
Thought you only murdered boys. I go both ways.
And when Jennifer's Body premiered, it was viewed as a sexy movie aimed at straight teen boys.
Hey, Jennifer. You look really pretty.
And noted critic Roger Ebert referred to it as Twilight for boys. It had a very narrow view of who they felt the focus was for the audience. Didn't hit that market, so it was considered a failure. There was an article in Vice written by Frederick Bleekert, which actually explored this as more of a rape revenge fantasy, and in that lens it makes more sense. It's a look at abuse, empowerment and accountability, and it could be considered to have anticipated the Me Too era. This was a movie that was torpedoed in 2009 by knee-jerk misogyny towards Cody and Fox.
I will finish you if I have to. Okay. You can barely finish gym class.
Megan Fox and Amanda Seyfried, Jennifer and Needy, still have gone on the record to say that this is their favourite movie that they've done, and I think you can see that kind of powerful friendship between them. It really is something that we hadn't seen before, that kind of codependence, and I think it really did hit a nerve with a lot of women who'd experienced those kinds of relationships.
You and me are going out tonight. Wear something cute, okay?
You always do what Jennifer tells you to do.
It's just that I like the same things that she likes.
10 years later, the tables have turned, considering the initial reviews. Jennifer's Body shows up regularly on New York Times lists of great horror movies, and particularly directed by women.
Jennifer's evil.
I know.
No, I mean, she's actually evil. Not high school evil.
So, please go forth, rewatch this movie, enjoy it with this new perspective, and remember, do tip your delivery folk, especially if you need to order large quantities of Hershey chocolate syrup to replicate some kind of supernatural puking experience and destroy your best friend's kitchen. Thank you from Nerd Safari. Watch more movies.
Shut up and sit down.